What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 36 of my AlaMobile career mode. And we're here for the Monaco Grand Prix in Monte Carlo. And as we are here already on our first qualifying run, we had to overtake a few cars who are still on the outlaps. As we are now coming through the tunnel down to the harbor chicane, a Ferrari and a Williams are still in front of us, and we try to dive from, and then we make the switchback on the Ferrari because he gets squeezed into the wall, and now exiting the chicane down to the back we overtake the Williams, and so we will also have a bit of a race in this qualifying. Anyways, we are now coming to the final sector of the lap. Through the last cars we go, we caught up to a house. In the final corner we go on the start finish straight with the DRS wide opened and to the line, and will be in P1 for this session. And here are the results. And now Paulie David starts last. He didn't manage to book in a good lap time and ended up in last place. What the hell? Anyways, let's concentrate into Q2 now. And we just overtook a Mercedes, and now we'll try to overtake a Red Bull, and now we'll have enough time to finish off this lap as we come through Rascas. And now the final corner on the start finish straight we go with the DRS and down to the line, and we'll end up in P1 for this session. And now let's head into Q3. But before that, you can see the results here. And as we are now exiting the pit lane, I thought of something crazy. I wanted to help my teammate to get him a better result in the qualifying, but the FIA thought different. You will see soon, as I'm now holding up a Mercedes and also a few other cars. A Ferrari is coming up, and a Haas, I think, as I try to hold all them up, but I already thought of I would get disqualified, and here we go. I got disqualified from this session, and now let's see. You can see the qualifying results. I will start from P10, and in the end my teammate didn't even get a better result than P8. So anyways, and here are the qualifying results overall. I will start from P10, my teammates will start from P8, and here is how the rest of the results look like. And now let's head into this race. Here come the 5 red lights, and when they go off, the race is on here for round 6 of season 3 in the Monaco Grand Prix, and we get a perfect launch into the start, and we squeeze a few cars wide, and a car gets caught into Saint-Dewout in the runoff area, and I'm up to P4 in just one corner, and my teammate is up to P5 in just one corner. No, I mean I'm up to P2. The one and only driver I had is Verstappen, and I tried to kill him into Tabak. What the hell? But it didn't. It just cost a few seconds of time, but no loss of positions. What the hell? Into the final corner we go, and I again try to kill him, but no, we lose it. And around the outside, Yaga go. What the hell did the house come from? How is it possible that the Haas is driving in P2? What the hell? And 2 Astons in the top 5, and also a McLaren. What the hell? This is crazy. But anyways, we have to re-overtake him and then pass Verstappen to get into the lead. As we now come down to, which corner is this? I forgot. No man, and we again into Tabak. We again try to kill Verstappen, and this time I think it worked. But no, the McLaren and the Haas overtake me, and I'm down to P3 again. Oh no, this is not so ideal. but never mind. And there's a safety car, for what? And a few laps later, in lap 6, safety car will come in and will resume the race. Onto the start finish straight we go. We dump all our battery and directly overtake the McLaren, so we are up to P2 again. Next up ahead is Jager, the Slovakian Haas driver, is now leading a race in the Haas. This is crazy. Into the casino section we go, down to Mirabeau, I think this corner is named, and I try to hold up them all a bit to let my teammate catch up. Through the Grand Hotel chicane we go, and now through the Mirabeau bar, and I forgot the name of this corner. Now through the tunnel we go down to the harbor chicane, and I try to defend on the inside. But what is going on? The Haas caught me and I nearly spun away exiting the harbor chicane, and the McLaren of Oyapov and my teammate overtook me, and I am again down to P3. But into Mirabeau we go, we directly overtake our teammate and we're up to P2 again. Next up ahead is Oyapov, the McLaren driver, and I make a dive bomb into the Grand Hotel chicane. But somehow I get caught with my rear tire and I cause a huge pile-up into the hairpin. But somehow I could survive it, and also Carlos Sainz somehow survived it and is up to P2. But Williams suddenly is up to P2, this is crazy. As we go through the tunnel and we tap the wall, what the hell? And Carlos Sainz is into the lead. What the hell just happened there? Into the second swimming pool chicane, we try to overtake the Williams driver, but not able. And into Raskas we go around the outside, and he squeezes me. He tries to turn me around. He tries to spin me out, but somehow I can overtake him, and I'm out to P2. And a few turns later, we're now waiting for the rest, but he directly crashes into me and gets me a drive-through penalty, and also my teammate gets stuck in the runoff area of Mirabeau. What the hell is going on now to our team? They are suddenly all against us, and I have to try everything to kill Carlos Sainz. And here we go, but now I get caught too. Oh no. And he can drive away with no further disabilities. And coming out of the pit lane, right down to P6, so not that big problem, I would say, but still a small handicap. As you're now coming to the casino square, casino section, down the hill we go, down to Mirabeau, we directly overtake a McLaren, it's Norris, and also one of both Haas. And in the Grand Hotel section, I overtake the other Haas, the Grand Hotel Happin, I mean, and I'm down up to P3 again. Next up ahead is my teammate, and then Carlos Sainz in the Williams. Through the tunnel we go, into the new chicane. We cut the chicane a bit because we braked too late when we caught up to a Ferrari. What the hell? Where the fuck does the Ferrari come from? And we crash into the wall because we braked too late, and we lost it again. But somehow we didn't lose any positions, only track position, but this is not that important. So we are still in P3, and now we caught up to the Ferrari again, and now we lap him, and we're still in P3 because we lapped him. And we are still in P3 after we come to the end of lap 12, and there's a Racing Bull car in front of me somehow suddenly. Up the hill we go, Sainte-Voix, Port Rivage. Into the casino square we go, and we also lapped him, and we tapped the wall, and then he lost the car. through Mirabeau we go, and then the Mirabeau bar, and we crash on the exiting the Mirabeau bar turn. And now I know the name of this corner, Portier, and through Portier we go down into the tunnel and down into the new chicane, and you brake way too late. So, we pretty much don't brake. And into Tabac we go, we lap the Ferrari and the Racing Bull. And now, a lap later, a lap later we caught up to our teammate. But he will come to the pits and somehow spins me around because I wanted to overtake him on the inside. And now the Racing Bull trying again unlapped himself. What the hell is going on with my teammate? We're still again back behind the Racing Bull car, and now through Sunday Road up the hill to Beau Rivage we caught up to him a bit, and through the casino section we can finally lap him and we're up in front of him again. Now we caught up to Carlos Sainz in the end of lap 15, and we sent him into the wall and tried to kill him, and we're up into the lead. One lap later we caught up to his teammate, to Tarek F1, and him we just overtake around the outside, and we are now still in the lead because we lapped him. And he came into the pits directly, and 3 laps later we come to the pits, but before it we had to crash into the wall exiting Raskas. And coming out of the pits we didn't lose any positions, so we're still in the lead, and my teammate is in P2. This is great. Aston Martin 1-2 in Monaco would be nice, but we'll see. As I'm now lifting to let my teammate and Carlos Sainz catch up. No, my teammate and Williams. Oh, it's Tarek F1 I think, as he's holding up my teammate all the time. And I'll try to let him shoot. But what is my teammate doing? What the hell are you doing, man? What the hell? Why are you squeezing me into the wall? I thought it would be a great thing to help you to get into the podium, to get you a win. But nah, you squeeze me into the wall and try to kill me instead of saying thank you to me. What the hell is going on in your mind? And then developers saying he improved the AI. Where did you improve the AI? I don't know what to say. Now I'm down to P7, just overtook Jäger for P7. And now overtaking a Red Bull. I think it's for Verstappen, and I'm up to P6 now. About my teammate for scoring good points, let's not talk about that anymore. I think if he scores at least 1 point, it would be a great achievement for him. As I just overtook Williams, and now I'm trying to overtake Norris as he tries to squeeze me into the wall too. What the hell is going on with the AI in Monaco? We tried the switchback and now we're up to P3. Next up ahead is Arixhan, and Nico Hülkenberg is in the lead. As a few laps later I caught up to the house of Arixhan, and next up ahead is Nico Hülkenberg in the Sauber. As I directly tried to overtake him, but on the inside of his second swimming pool chicane I caught the wall, and I am again down to P3. And now I caught up to the house again. Into his harbor chicane will go. But there's a huge no. I thought about the wrong thing. I overtook the Haas, and now I also overtook the Sauber, and I'm up to the lead again. And now lapping a Ferrari, but no, I crashed into the wall exiting Rascals. And now I tried to reverse, but somehow it didn't work as I thought. And I lost the position to the house of Arxan again, but into the Grand Hotel chicane I tried to overtake him, but somehow I get stuck. and he stays in front. And instead I put Nico Hülkenberg into the wall. What the hell? And into the Tabak turn we go. We again lap the Haas. But what are we doing now again? Into the swimming pool chicane. We're going side by side, but really slowly. What the hell? And now I put him into the wall. A great race, I must say, till now. And he's up into the lead again. What the hell? Meanwhile, we are in lap 27 of 39. So 12 laps to go. And I put him again into the wall. Aha! Nice. This is great. Great racing, I must say. Into the Grand Hotel chicane we go once again. Great Grand Hotel hairpin, not chicane. And I put him into the wall once again. Aha! Let's not talk about that. And now the McLaren got me a second drive-through penalty. What the hell is going on with you, Lando? And I crash into the wall again. I hate you so much, Lando. Why did you get me a second drive-through penalty? This is only making it worse. Let's hope I can still get a podium, but it's getting difficult. As I'm down to P5 again. And the Red Bull is next up ahead in front of me. Directly overtaking me, and they're trying to overtake him. And next up ahead is Jager in the Haas. Directly overtaking him too. And so I'm now up to P3. Next up ahead is Carlos Sainz in the Williams, but there's a huge pile up in front going on. What the hell? What the Why are you all standing here like I don't know? Why? I thought everything got fixed. And Alex Hunt DNF'd. What the hell? And also Yuki Tsunoda DNF'd. What? So one has out after scoring points in 2 of the last 5 races, I think. He will DNF now, and also Bortoletto DNF'd, and I'm down to P9. What the hell? And yes, my teammate is up to P10 with 115 seconds gap behind to me. This is also crazy. After I came out of the pits, it's still 20 seconds, around 20 seconds. And a few laps later, in lap 32, I caught up to Salvatore, so I'm up to P8. And a further lap later, I lapped a Ferrari, and now I caught up to Franco Colapinto. What the hell did he come from? Suddenly he's driving around in P8. A crazy good result for him and for the team. As I now, I think my brakes got away, so I had to overtake the Miguel H and Franco Colapinto, and I'm up to P6 now. And now I will lap a McLaren. And then next up I had is Pole David 35 and Max Verstappen. As I caught up to Pole David in lap 36. Next up I had is Max Verstappen. As I tried to squeeze him into the wall, and what the hell? I fly over him into the Grand Hotel hairpin, and somehow I forgot where the throttle is, and so Verstappen built a big gap to me again. But I'll try to close that gap as soon as possible, as now Pole David is directly behind me and tries to overtake me into the harbor chicane, but my brakes still don't work. And now it's the second time I tried to kill Verstappen, to put him into the wall, so David can get through and I can get through too. But while trying to kill Verstappen, I got caught up too, and now somehow I lost the position to David. But I'm sure I will get that position back as soon as possible. In the beginning of lap 38, in the penultimate lap, I overtook Pole David and I'm up to P4. And in the final lap nothing happened, so we fast forwarded it. Coming to the end of lap 39, the final lap, and we'll come home in P4, just off the podium. Very close, but not on the podium. And Lando Norris won it in front of Carlos Sainz, who came home in P2. and Jäger and the Haas completes the podium. What a crazy top 3, I must say. And we've got 60 DNFs! What the hell? This is so insane, this is crazy. What the AI is doing all the time. And my teammate who ended up in P10 was the last driver who didn't got lapped with a gap of 1 minute 19.418 seconds to the leader. The half field got lapped. This is so crazy. But anyways, at least I got the fastest lap, if not the podium. Here are the Drivers' Championship standings. Nothing changed for me. Lando Norris moves up a few places. And in the Constructors' Championship standings, Haas and Williams move up a few places.